There we go. All right, looking good there, looking good there. All right. Do, 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 do. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Good to see you, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Hey, everybody, my name is Chris. This is the Cool and Common Stream. And tonight, it is a book show. There's a lot of great book shows on tonight. But this one, you're going to get murder, mystery, crimes, and rascality. All kind of ne'er-do-wells. You're going to be on the stream tonight, my friends. And we're going to start it up with this one right here. Scandalous Secret Diaries of a Monstrous Russian Tyrant. The Burla Papers. It's a novel. Alan Williams. It's got a little wear to it. A masterpiece of sexual and political scandal. The literary hoax is the steaming secret diary of Lavrentiy Pavlovich Beria. A pleasure to watch its creation, to watch the perpetration of the fraud on an canny American publisher, to watch the payment of the asking price of $3 million. Just as entertaining to watch Mr. Williams resolve his explosive story. There you go. Book's in nice shape. A little light tanning around the edges. Looks like the spine's in nice shape. Does have a little bit of a bend to it. Let's check out the year on this one. 1975, first pocketbook edition. 1975, the Burla Papers. Before Glasnost and all that good stuff. Let's see. Let's go run this one here. We'll run some of these here. $3 starts. 20 seconds. Up and running. There we go. Dance Along the Edge. Welcome. Kayla, good to see you. Good to see you again. Yeah. Welcome to the book show. Special edition book show. So pretty much last week I wiped the slate clean. I really didn't run many shows at all because I was preparing for this past Saturday. I attended a comic book, toy, and card show. And since I do have all that stuff, I spent all last week kind of getting ready for it. Really the last 2 months getting ready for it. But it was a lot of fun. But I had to push a lot of my shows to this week. So I think almost every day this week I'm doing a show. So it's going to be a little bit of makeup time here. This is a really cool book. Alfred Hitchcock presents Stories to be Read with the Door Locked. Murder and suspense that will chill, excite, or even occasionally amuse. There's another book in this series, Stories to be Read with the Lights On. And I think there's a third one too, but I can't remember the name. This is the book club edition. And there's all kinds of great authors in here. Book's in real nice shape. A little bit of jacket wear. 1975. And let's see. Robert Fish, Adobe James, Charles Runyon, Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl, yes, James and the Giant Peach, Roald Dahl, Royal Jelly, novelette. Got some Isaac Asimov in here, Richard Matheson. Again, this is murder mystery, not science fiction. You think Asimov, you think sci-fi, but this is not that. Matheson, the distributor. Harlan Ellison, All the Sounds of Fear. Very nice. Very nice. Love me some Ellison. Pat McGurr, There Hangs Death. John McDonald. Alan Dean Foster, Pipe Dream. Way before he was even... Well, this is a few years before Star Wars even came out. So before he even dreamed about writing a Star Wars book, Pipe Dream. Theodore Sturgeon. That's a real nice one. Alfred Hitchcock presents Stories to be Read with the Door Locked. Let me get this one going. This one's a little bit heavier. And I'm going to start this one at $5. 20 seconds, $5. I do use flat rate shipping. And yes, even my book shows, even though it could go as media mail. But the one thing I really like doing with the flat rate shipping... Oh, thank you, Hannah. What I like with the flat rate shipping is once you get that big book out of the way, shipping's free afterwards, right? Hannah, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Right there, you've already unlocked bronze now. I do use the coupons as well. So feel free to use them tonight if you're going to hang. They're available immediately. And I thank you. Yeah, that's a nice book right there. Alright, I'm going to put this one over here. Alright, let's start the show with some... Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Let's start the show now with some more of the vintage pulps. We got some really cool ones here. Grab a handful. Now, these are not all $3 books, but let me get this set up for the right weight. Alright. Love these covers. My name is Michael Silby. He was not in the noose that would hang him. Her name was Cheryl. She walked in, she was trouble. All he could handle. Alright, my name is Michael Silby. 1952. 1952. Real nice. We got the green. We got the green striping. We got the nice spine. Again, does have a little slight bend to it. You can see I got $8 on it. Let's run it for $5. See what happens. 1952. Looking real nice. William, thanks for coming on in. Appreciate you. Try to keep moving through these at a pretty nice 20-second pace. Alright, another one. The Unknown Quantity. A killer shared the secret of her strange marriage. Again, a little bend, a little warp. A little wear on the spine. 1953. There are some separated pages in here. It is complete. Like that, right? All the pages are here. Let's run that one for $1. Do a little dollar deal there. 20 seconds, $1. Up and running. Use that one to pad your flat rate shipping with. Casey, good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. So the books that I'm showing now are not in the store, but there are some really nice books sitting there in the store. So if there's anything you see in the store that you'd like me to grab for you, please just let me know in the chat. All right, so we're done with those warped books. This is a real nice one. It's got the red, 1946. 1946 on this one. Very cool. The Puzzle in Porcelain, Robin Gray. Reprint. Bart House Mystery. Got $5 on this one. Nice vintage pulp from the 1940s. If you like a lot of the vintage books like this, I'm just going to take a second here. Oh, Dance Along the Edge, thanks for the bid. If you are anywhere near the Allentown area, not this weekend, but next weekend, October 4th and 5th, Saturday and Sunday, the Allentown Fairgrounds. Dance, thank you so much. The Allentown Paper Show is 2 weeks from now. All kinds of great stuff. I'm going to be there with ephemera, some books, some comic books, lots of cool stuff. I do a lot of sourcing for books like this at the Allentown Paper Show, and it's just a fun weekend with a lot of great dealers there. So I strongly recommend, if you're in the area, come on by, check it out. All right, let's get this one situated for you. Thank you for that. All right, more vintage from the pile. The big badonkadonk, no, the big boodle. The big boodle. One beautiful dame, two kill crazy thugs, and $3 million. Murder mystery, Robert Sylvester. The complete book, not abridged, complete story. Woo, $3 million back in 1955. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Perma books. I got 8 on it from 1955. Let's run it at 5. $20 seconds. Up and running on the big booty. The big boodle. McGee, good to see ya. Pretty, what's up? Thanks for coming in, everybody. My name is Chris. It's the Cool and Common Stream. Tonight, running a little book show. Got some vintage pulps here. Got some great stuff sitting in the store. Come on by, check it out. The Corpse That Refused to Stay Dead by Hampton Stone. Again, you gotta love the covers. Gotta love the covers. This one's got a little curve on it also. 1952, first Dell printing. Nice one. 1952, Hampton Stone. Let's read the back on this one. It got my attention here. They were just a bunch of crazy, mixed up musicians. They lived in a city within a city. One of those hulking tenements of furnished rooms, shared kitchens, dismal studios. They were kids, some jazzy and some with hair down to their eyes. Those long-haired hippie freaks, but all of them gone on to the same big dream. First Dell printing, 55? 52. 1952. Let's get this one going. We'll go for 3 on that one. Ooh, I got an Earl Stanley Gardner. I didn't even see that there. Coming up next. Last 5 seconds. Those damn beatniks, yeah. With their fingers snapping instead of clapping, and their cigarette smoking. All right, Earl Stanley Gardner, writing under the name of A. Fair, Crows Can't Count. So a little pseudonym book here. Guess the cat's out of the bag, or I guess the crow's out of the bag. A Donald Lamb Bertha Cool mystery. Earl Stanley Gardner. Got a little curve there on the spine. 1946, fair condition. Still nice. All right. A few pre-bids in there. Okay. Thank you, Hannah. Yeah, I'll get to them right away. Got 5 on it. Yeah, let's just run it for 3. Run this one for 3. Dance Along the Edge. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice. There were a couple in this batch that had that curve, but still, for a 1946 book, not too shabby. There you go, Dance. Thank you. Okay. Alright. Let me take a peek, sneak a peek here at these pre-bids. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Alright. Let's start with this one. P.D. Martin, The Killing Hands. This one's in real nice shape. From the author of Body Count, P.D. Martin, Killing Hands. Spine is clean. Nice, tight, square. A brand new book. Obviously never been read. This is the... Ooh, is this... Oh, look at this note. The new UK? Was this a UK variant? Let me see here. Or did that fall in here from somewhere else? UK? No, it looks like the US one. I might have got it stuck in there from another book. Alright, let's run this one. Thank you so much for the pre-bid. We'll keep it at the 20 seconds. $3. Hannah, thank you. And let me get that next one ready. Alright. Hannah, thank you very much. Another good get. Alright, up next, we've got Karen Slaughter. Slaughterhouse 5. Here we go. Karen Slaughter, Unseen. Wow, pretty eyes. Alright, we do have a little bit of writing in here. I guess this is when they read it. Maybe that was a family thing. Put their initials in it and the date when they read it. Otherwise, real nice shape. 2013, first edition. Nice hardcover. $3. 20 seconds. Up and running. Last few seconds on Slaughter. Alright, thank you. Alright, Hemlock at Vespers coming up next. I like this book. Alright. Not one, not two, not three. 15 Sister Fidelma Mysteries. Hemlock at Vespers. Peter Tremaine. Again, another one like new here. Really great shape. Clean pages. No staining. Real nice. Hemlock at Vespers. $3, 20 seconds. Up and running. Last few seconds. All right. I thank you again. And up next, we'll do the John Connolly. We've got A Book of Bones. Got the date written in there. There's the man. Again, nice clean pages. Tight binding. John Connolly. Let's do it. $3, 20 seconds. The Dolomite Solution up next. Thank you so much, Hannah. Appreciate you. So, the Dolomite. Did you have any interest in any of those others? Because I've got 4 of them. I got 4 of the Trevor Scotts. I'm assuming maybe you have some of them. All right. Here we go. Trevor Scott. Dolomite Solution. The third Jake Adams thriller from the Dolomite Mountains of northern Italy. Clean, bright, white pages. Nice. Dolomite Solution. $3, 20 seconds. Thank you again, Hannah. You'll take all of them? Okay. I'll run through them. Thank you. All right. I'll speed up the timer. I'm trying out some new music for the show. Let me know what you think. I try to find some nice theme music to go along with the shows. Non-copyrighted material that I can use. All right. I'll do this one. First up, Extreme Faction. Yeah, thanks. I actually searched on YouTube for murder mystery detective music, and this came up as music to play the game Clue by. So I said, all right, we'll try it. Let's see what happens. All right. Up first, Extreme Faction. Here, we'll do it like this. We'll keep it nice and easy. Keep it going. Extreme Faction, like Jazz for Sleeping. Sounds a lot like it. Yeah, kind of mellow. $3, 10 seconds. Yeah, that's what it said. That's what it says in the YouTube thing. Thank you. Next we'll do Vital Force. We'll start that up. 10 seconds. Up and running. Okay. And then we got the Fatal Network. Sounds like my cable company, the Fatal Network. I don't know. These days, maybe it's ABC. Oh, ba-dum-bum. Thank you. Although, nothing to do with politics, but I did hear Jimmy Kimmel's coming back tomorrow. Must see TV. All right. What else we got next here? Who's got next? Got some more of these vintage ones we can go through. Such as John Dixon Carr, A Gideon Fell Mystery. Hag's Nook. Look at this cover. Look at the Iron Maiden. Got the cobweb. Look, there's a cobweb in it. The spikes. They dodged a bat, and there in the light was reflected the evil smile of the Iron Maiden. Look at that. Complete, unabridged, 1951. It's a map back book. Whew, nice one. We got 10 on this one. I'll take a few bucks off here. Let's go with 8. 8 on Hag's Nook. Hannah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in again. Great to see you. And keep in touch. All right. There's the Hag. We had the Hag. We had the Iron Maiden. How about the Knave? The Knave of Diamonds. The coroner held the stakes. Jack Carney. First publication anywhere. 1959. Oh, it's an ace double. Hold on a second. Whoa. Give her enough rope. The Scarlet Starlet. Doug Warren. Complete. And then a second complete novel, The Knave of Diamonds. Now I got 3 on this one. Looks like we got a little bit of maybe separation there. Maybe it's just the way it's bound. Yeah, there's a little separation there. All right. 2 books. Ace double. $3 from 1959. Up and running. Dance, thank you very much. Always happy to see people come on back and hang out. Appreciate that very much. There you go. There you go. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. We got some Ellery Queen here. Hello. No way. 1933. Is this 1933? Hold on. Let me double check this. Avon, Ellery Queen, Drury Lane's Last Case. A terrified girl with a terrible secret. There's your thumbnail right there. Wow. Spine's in nice shape. The queer cipher found to be an old mark of death. Really? Well, then let's not spend too much time on that. Let me get the date on this. Copyright 1933. Mm, 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 mm. Book's in nice shape. There's no bend on this one. This one's clean. Clean, clean, clean. I got 10 on it. I'll back it up to 8. 20 seconds. Let's go. Nice one. Last 3 seconds. Great cover. Ellery Queen. All right. Thanks for checking that one out. Let's sneak a peek at this one. 1946. Nothing Can Rescue Me by Elizabeth Daly. A Henry Gamage mystery. Uh-oh. Somebody's peeking out in the bushes. We got a dead body behind a chair. We got a statue. Gothic house. Got everything you need there. 1946. He's got the little map. It's got the little map of the house in the back. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Looks like maybe that's the glue from the binding was misglued, maybe. Okay. Nothing Can Rescue Me. Bantam book. Let's just do 3 on it. Wow. 28-21 Lions, if anybody's interested in the Monday night football game. I'm keeping my eyes on that as well. They're back and forth. All right. This one's worth a few bucks for a few reasons. Beat Not the Bones. Best Mystery of the Year award. Check out the cover. Charlotte J. Complete Unabridged. Skeleton hands playing bongos in the jungle. The Lady in Distress. A lone white woman ventures into the terror-ridden jungles of New Guinea to prove her husband's death was murder, not suicide, and in scenes of high tension, uncovers a horrible secret. Really nice. Wow. This one's really nice. 1952. We got 10 on this one. I think this is the first one I'm going to run at the actual price I think it's worth. 10 bucks on that bad boy. Dance, thank you very much. Yeah, that's a gorgeous one. Yes, I can. How you doing? Books, Bricks, and Kicks, welcome. Dance, good get there. Very good one. Thank you. Enjoy that one. All right, here's another one with a great cover. All right, another Earl Stanley Gardner. We had one at the beginning of the show, one of his. All right. Earl Stanley Gardner was very famous for writing the book Tobacco Road, but has a lot of other great books. Look at that cover. Bedrooms Have Windows. Earl Stanley Gardner, writing under the name of A. Fair. Bedrooms Have Windows. A Donald Lamb Bertha Cool mystery. Complete and unabridged. This is another one. Real nice shape. 1949. 1949. Bedrooms Have Windows. First winner of the Edgar Award. There you go. Dance. Dropping the knowledge bombs. Nice. I like it. Alright, we'll take a few bucks off this one. This is another great one in great shape. It's early. It's 1949. We'll go $8 on it. Oh, the last one. Nice. Let's see. Now you got me all curious here. All right, from the Mystery Writers of America. Ooh, the 79th Annual Edgar Awards were on May 1st, 2025 at the Marriott Marquis in Times Square. Nice one. Let's see, who won this year's award? All right, I don't want to take too much time doing this, but here you go. Here we go. Let's do this. Come on, let me do it. It's my show. I can do it. There you go. All right. Yeah, check that out. Check that out. Get all your info on your Edgar's Awards. All right, let me put this one back here. Another nice one. We got a little split on the binding here. It's a matte back. I'm going to go cheap on this one. Stuart Palmer, Before It's Too Late. Somebody wanted Vonnie to die. Wanted it to look like an accident. Bride to be in Washington, D.C. Finds death on her mind, and murder on her trail. Oh, the Pentagon? Truly murder mystery. All right, there's the split. Again, everything is there, but it does have a split down the middle. All right, $3 on that one. 20 seconds, up and running. Down to the last 5 seconds. All right, I'm gonna run this one. This is the book. Last murder mystery show, Beardman was in here, and he thought this book was hysterical. So I said, you know what? Next show, he loved that word Rascality. So I told him I would name my next show after that. So that's why I have the word Rascality in the title for today's show. True Tales. This is actually a pretty cool book. True Tales from the Annals of Crime and Rascality by St. Clair McKelway. I'd never seen this book before. And these are true. Before there was, what network is it that does all the true crime stuff? Before there was True Crime TV, this is one of your classic early true crime books. Stories from all different years in the early 30s and 40s, up to around 1950. And stuff like this. The Wily Wilby, the exploits of one of the greatest and juiciest embezzlers of all time. Tongue Leader, all about Mock Duck, famed in New York's Chinatown, who kept the New York police in a dither of blood, hatchets, and oriental inscrutability. Firebug Catcher, stories from the New York Chief Fire Marshal, and some of the queer bugs caught in his net. Place and Leave with adventures of the most expert and persistent subpoena server in history. Some fun with the FBI, how Harry Bridges, who knew that his phone was tapped, befuddled the agents of the FBI who didn't know that he knew. Just all kinds of fun stuff. True Tales of Rascality. Let me get a good weight on this one. I know we're at a pound here. So let's go. $10 on that bad boy. I do use flat rate shipping in all my shows, even media, because that way you don't get nickeled and dimed for the weight of the book on media mail, and because it's going to come flat rate shipping, it's going to come priority, so you're going to get it a lot faster than media mail, most definitely. All right, I got another handful. Got another handful of some fun ones here. Another Ellery Queen. The Black Heart's Murder. Never before published. Well, first publishing. The Black Heart's Murder. He was the indicted bail-jumping leader of Banbury's militant Black Hearts, who had gone underground, but whose rage, still heard on tape, was edging the city towards interracial terror. Ellery Queen, The Black Heart's Murder. It's not a pound. Hold on a sec. Let me get the right weight. Back to this one. Okay. Whew. $3. 20 seconds. Ellery Queen, Black Heart's Murder, never before published. First published. Oh, now let me see. Let's move these over here a little bit. All right, up next, what do we got? Black Moon. We'll take Ellery off the table. Let's see. We've got The Black Moon, Mega Mysteries by Lauren Esselman, Ed Gorman, Philbrick, Rendisi, and Washburn. Spine is clean. Never been creased. Book like new. 5 acclaimed authors, 5 major new private eyes, and a mega mystery event. Nice copy. Spine is still tight. The Black Moon. Love the throwback cover too. $3, 20 seconds. Carrie Ann, hello. Blue Beret, welcome. This and that, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sweet Florida. Florido. Sweet, how you doing? All right, there's Black Moon. All right, this is worth $3 just for the cover. Bam, Sandra Balzo. A Maggie Thorson mystery, triple shot. Look at that skull, that's awesome. I love that. Clean, never before read. Deadly grind. Murder at a Starbucks. Oh, the coffee jokes. They just write themselves. Initials on the top. JB, hold on, is that... No, not SB. Or is that SB? No, JB. No, I don't think it's signed by Sandra Balzo. Every once in a while, you open up a book and you're like, whoa! $3, 20 seconds. All right, up next, I got some very impressive Ian Fleming James Bond books. All right, they're not $3 books, but they are impressive. So, see what you think. If you're into them, great. If you're not into them, that's okay, but I'm going to run them anyway. Diamonds Are Forever, Ian Fleming. First Permabook. Pembroke. 25-cent perma book. Real nice shape. I mean, look how clean it was. All these were bagged when I got them. I'm taking them out just to show. Some light tanning on the pages. 1957. There you go. 1957. First print, 56. First printing permabook, September 57. I did the research. $25 book. I'm going to run it for 20 bucks. 20 bucks, 20 seconds. $5 off. Last few seconds. Let me see. There's AA Fair. Where's the other AA Fair book? Where is the other AA Fair book? Let me see real quick here. Out there. Okay. All right. We've got... All right. Thanks for looking at that one. I'm just going to keep that up there for a second. All right. Casino Royale with cheese. Casino Royale. The author of Dr. No. You know that guy who made that Dr. No book? Complete, unabridged. What do we got here? The first signet printing from 1960. There's Ian Fleming. Again, flips real nice. Again, all these were really well protected. 1953. That might be just about as clean a copy as you're going to find. Casino Royale. 20 on it. I'll run it for 15. Take $5 off each of these tonight. And if somebody wants all three, because there's a third one coming, happy to make a deal for you. All right, we'll put that one here. All right, another first signet printing. Ian Fleming, Moonraker. Yes, Moonraker. The countdown is death in this chilling James Bond thriller about a maniacal genius, a luscious lady spy, and a super rocket that can blow the world sky high. Now, I'm just going to say, that does kind of look like Jeff Bezos' rocket, doesn't it? A maniacal billionaire super genius with rockets. All right, this is for Moonraker. We're going with Moonraker. How about 15? Dance, welcome. We got some Ian Fleming, James Bond rocking here. This is the Moonraker up now. All right. Thanks for looking at those. All right. Let's do a one-time. All three books. All three books. All three books for 50. It's like buying two, getting one free. Diamonds Are Forever. First Perma book. Casino Royale. And Moonraker. All three, 50 bucks. Last 3 seconds. Alrighty. Put these over here. Let me go grab the next handful. Good stuff. Good stuff here tonight. Alright, here we go. Up next. Agatha Christie, The Labors of Hercules. Hercule Poirot, that is. Nice one. Matte back. Flips through nice. Nice one. 1951. Agatha Christie. Labor of Hercules. Gonna run this one for 10. 20 seconds, up and running. Well, nice one. All right. Now you can't look at the thumbnail that I have for my murder mystery shows and think we're not gonna run some Sherlock Holmes. 11 famous cases. The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Moriarty. Batman and Joker right there. There you go. Batman and Joker. It's as easy as that. 1949. We got 5 on it. We'll rip here. We'll missing corner. All right. Let's run it for 3. Great cover. Classic. Sherlock Holmes. Moriarty. That Kane's a real shillelagh over there. He's about to bonk him. Dance, thank you. Enjoy that one. That's a nice one. 1949 on that one. All right. Next we got the first pocketbook edition. July 1952. Southern Territory, a novel about traveling salesmen. But you know there's a little something going on there, right? Traveling salesmen are lonely men, homeless, tramping from hotel room to hotel room, from bar to bar, from woman to woman. They drink too much, talk too much, been on the road for too long. Really glorifying the salesmen of America. Southern Territory. Oh, man. 5 on that one. 20 seconds. From 1952, July. First pocketbook edition. I don't think it's about vacuum cleaners or encyclopedias. All right, up next we got one by Helen Riley. Helen Riley, Adele. Another nice one. 1952, I believe. Check out the cover. The Double Man. An Inspector McKee mystery. Like the symmetry there. Little mirror image. Nice. A little bit of a tilt on the spine. Flips real nice. Yeah, 1952. What was the Double Man? It was a frightened child's description of a strange creature walking on the beach. One part of him right side up, the other upside down. Was it a phantom of the child's imagination? Or was it the clue that could change Hanley Aiken's 6-month-old suicide to murder? Helen Riley. The Double Man. $3. 20 seconds. Oh, thank you, Dance. There you go. Another good get. Congratulations and thank you. Okay, Rascality. Yes, much Rascality going on there. All right, we've got a 1950 copy of At Last, Mr. Tolliver by William Weigand. Love the freaky cover there. That's a slightly disturbing face. Does have a little curve to it, a little wave. It was a game of corpse and robbers. Cop jokes. It was a game of corpse and robbers. But more than that, it was murder for love, lust, and loot, with its tangled roots buried in Sam Tolliver's own hidden past. Oh boy. Winner of the Mary Roberts Reinhardt Mystery Award. But I bet it didn't win the Edgar, did it? Nice one. Flips nice and clean. Just that little warp to it. So, 1950. $3. Let's go. 20 seconds. Down to the last 5 seconds. All right. We got another Earl Stanley Gardner. Another one of his pseudonym books from 1941. Spill the Jackpot, a Donald Lambertha cool mystery. Check out the one-armed bandit there. That's pretty cool. It's got a little bit of creasing here on the cover, but still presents nice. Spill the Jackpot. 60 million readers can't be wrong. Nice. I'll just get to the back there. Yeah, there it is. Nice hatchback. Spill the Jackpot. We got 5 on it. 20 seconds. Got another auction coming up that I'm bidding on this Wednesday. They've got a bunch of sci-fi, horror, pulps, and I think I saw some murder mystery stuff. So we'll see what happens. We might have some newer inventory coming in soon here. Not that these are particularly old inventory, but Always trying to find new cool stuff when I can. All right, it's another 1950 map back. Murder with a Piano. Dead giveaway. Check that out. Ouch. You know, sometimes when your mother made you practice the piano and you didn't feel like it, she got a little aggressive. What can I say? What can I say? It looked as if he were seated at the piano, but there was no stool. I hate when that happens. Music teacher, so strict. So strict. 1950, not the piano wire. Yep, forget about the hanger. It's the piano wire. Ouch. Dead giveaway. Alright, let's see. What's next? Something a little bit more modern. Nightcap. J.C.S. Smith, author of Jacoby's First Case. Well, this would be his second case. Would have pleased Raymond Chandler. It has wit, timing, believable characters, and a corpse the reader can care about. Detroit Free Press. Nightcap. Nice one. Nice and square, a little bit of tanning on the inside, but nice and square. Spine is clean. Nightcap. $3.20. Alyssa Marie, welcome. Thanks for coming on in. My name's Chris. It's the Cool and Common Stream. Doing a little murder mystery book show tonight. Thanks for stopping in. Got some cool stuff in the store, and I'm running through some books here that are not in the store. So if you see anything there you like, just let me know in the chat. I'll pull it up for you or throw a pre-bid down if you're jumping around show to show. Otherwise, feel free to join us here for some bids on some of these cool books here. The J. Alfred Prufrock Murders. Corinne Holt Sawyer. In an exclusive community for the elderly, a killer comes out of retirement. There you go. Nice one. Spine is clean, tight. Just a little light tanning around the edges on the top on the inside covers. Otherwise, pages are white or just off-white. Nice one. Think of it as Dexter in a retirement home. $3.20. Dexter goes to the old age home. And he doesn't like knitting or painting. $3 down the last few seconds. All right, we got another Corinne Holt Sawyer. The Geezer Factory Murders. The Camden-Surmer retirement community on California's Gold Coast is riding high thanks to transfers from a rival establishment, the Geezer Factory. For one newcomer, however, the move is fatal. No sooner does that nice couple, the Goulds, move than Howard Gould is murdered. Hate when that happens. All right, it's another book in great condition. It's another Corinne Holt Sawyer. Let's do a twofer. Let's do a twofer. Both books, instead of $3 each for 6. Let's do 2 for 4. Both books, $4. $2 a book. Down to the last few seconds. All right, thanks for that. Let me put these away and grab another handful. All right, we got another great cover here. Another great cover. First print, 1959, first edition. Winner take all. Reno, the games are legit. It's the women you gotta watch, especially one named Linda. James McKimmey, winner take all. Look at the spine on this thing. Real nice. Real nice. Little light spotting on the back cover there. Cream pages. Front's nice. 1959. First print, July. Winner take all. Nice little book there. We got 10 on it. We're going to keep it there because it's in excellent condition. 20 seconds. All right, let's run it once at 8. I'll run it one time at 8, just in case. Last few seconds. All right, thanks for looking at that one. It's a real nice one. Real nice one. All right, here we go. Like new books. Here you go. Check out the spine. Nothing on that spine. It's like glass. Carolyn Hart, Designed for Murder. The author of The Mint Julep Murder. Nice. Super clean. Binding is tight because nobody's ever read it. Designed for Murder. Go $3 on that one. Just going to check, see if any more pre-bids popped in. No? Okay. Last few seconds. All right. Got a big one up here next from the author of The Godfather, Mario Puzo. Omerta. Look at that. Brand new book. Super clean. Tight, square. Very nice. Mario Puzo. $3. 20 seconds up and running. Okie dokie. And Helen McInnes, Ride a Pale Horse. She was a reporter working on the story of a lifetime, but the price could be her life. Super clean spine. Square, clean, nice. Binding is tight. Ride a Pale Horse. $3.20. Alright, there we go. I got a few more in this bin. Let me see what we got here. Alright, a couple of hardcovers for your consideration. Arthur Conan Doyle. Check this out. The Hound of the Baskervilles. That was actually the first, was it the first? Yeah, I think it was the first Sherlock Holmes movie that I had ever seen. The Hound of the Baskervilles. Very cool. Binding on this one's tight also. New introduction. This is the Mysterious Book Club of New York, 1989. Mysterious Book Club of New York, 1989 copy. Very cool. Hound of the Baskervilles. I'm going to go $4 on that one. Up and running. Redheaded Geek, good to see ya. Jessica, welcome. Dot Deals, hello, hello. Lucien, thanks everybody for coming on in, checking out the show. I appreciate it. All right, I think we're going to end the evening on another big one. Tana French, The Witch Elm. Tana French, author of The Trespasser. It's a big one. Real nice. Originally a $28 book. Super clean. Let's see, is this a first? What is this? What is this? Who are you? Let's see. Survey says, first edition, 2018. First edition, first print. The Witch Elm. Let's do it. Go 5 on it. 20 seconds. Up and running. Last book of the night, my friends. Last book of the night. See if any of my friends are up and running. Maybe we'll do a little quick raid. Let's go Reliant Bookstore. Why not? Got a lot of people there. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you so much. Appreciate you all coming on in. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate all you guys. And we will catch you next time. Let's go visit Reliant Bookstore. They got a nice big crowd there. I want to check them out. All right. Let's do it. All right. See you now. See you now. Thank you for now. See you later. Keep things cool, calm, and collected.